Hello guys, Rollback1 here, coming at you with Duels and deck profiles, a segment on my channel where I pretty much just build a deck that you guys are voting for now, or a deck that I have chosen that is either competitive, casual, meta, coming out in the future, anything along those lines, and make a deck profile, give you guys some duels, give you a reason for the cards in the deck, and pretty much just have a fun time along with it. Now, today's Duels and deck profiles are obviously another voted for Duels and deck profiles. Now, the vote was for Dark Magicians, Blue Eyes, and Red Eyes. And honestly, I did not expect the outcome of this. I did not expect Dark Magician and Blue Eyes to lose. I honestly thought one of those two was going to win because people, for one, really like Blue Eyes and Dark Magicians, but Red Eyes took it with 67% of the votes. And that was just really surprising to me how 67% of you out there wanted to see Red Eyes being played. So in today's video, we're going to be showcasing to you guys my Red Eyes deck profile. Here it is. I know it looks a bit like Guard Dragon-ish and all of that, but honestly, I feel like Red Eyes as a strategy is really good with dragon staples, and I've been falling with the deck, trying to make it a pretty decent deck, and I feel like this is the list that I like and the list that I personally enjoy playing. Yes, we are playing Dragoon in it because, well, it's Red Eyes. If you're playing Red Eyes or Dark Magician, those are the two decks that I say you cannot be told, oh, it's a meta sheet card, oh, it's this, because the card literally says you need Red Eyes Black Dragon or Dark Magician in its fusion materials. So yeah, we're playing Dragoons, but this is the list that we're playing, and obviously a lot of the stuff is kind of obvious for why we're playing it, but the ratios of this list might seem a little weird too, so we're going to go over it overall. So, starting off, we obviously play the 1 Dark Magician for Dragoons and 2 Red Eyes Black Dragon Standard. The reason we're playing 2 Standard Red Eyes Black Dragon is because I'm playing 2 Red Eyes Fusion, as you can see below here. We can basically summon both of the fusion monsters in this deck very easily, and I wanted to run 2 normal Red Eyes just to kind of guarantee that we always have some sort of access into them. Plus, if we do end up drawing a Red Eyes B Dragon along with like the Red Eyes Fusion, then it means we already have one in the deck, and we can also go ahead and fuse from the deck a lot easier. We're also obviously playing the 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, just an insane card, and it allows us to special summon any dragon from our hand or graveyard. We play 1 Tempest because this is a level 7, and it's our best target for cards like Dragon's Ravine. So we can go ahead and send it to graveyard, banish 2 dragons, maybe a Red Eyes card and another card that we're not using, summon it to the board, and potentially make the rank 7 Red Eyes monster a lot easier, which is really nice. Plus it has the 24 stats like Red Eyes. We're also playing 3 Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon. This card is actually really strong for the fact that you get to go ahead and tribute any Red Eyes monster from your hand or field. You go ahead and special summon it from the hand. So you could go ahead and tribute your Red Eyes Wyverns, your Red Eyes Black Dragon, your Red Eyes Meteor Dragon. You can go ahead and tribute any Red Eyes monster to summon this card, and the kind of basis beyond this about this deck is that you're going to be searching Red Eyes cards a lot. You're going to search at least 4 Red Eyes cards in a turn majority of the time if you have opened the correct hand. So we want to be able to play as many of this as possible. Plus it can also discard itself to be able to go ahead and summon it, so it's actually a really good card. Also, it has a nice effect where if it's destroyed by your opponent, you can go ahead and summon a Red Eyes monster from the graveyard, and if it's Red Eyes Black Dragon, it's a 48 beat stick at that point, which is really nice for just OTKs at that point as well. We also play 1 Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact because, well, this is just a level 6 dragon monster. It allows us to go ahead and make the Meteor Black Comet Dragon because it's a level 6 dragon monster, so we are playing it in the deck for that reason. We also play 2 Red Eyes Wyverns for a couple of reasons. 1, it's just revivability for any Red Eyes monster in general, so during the end phase, if you have it normal or set that turn, banish it from the graveyard, and then you get to go ahead and summon any Red Eyes monster from your graveyard. This could be Dragoons, this could be Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, this could be Alternative, this could be the standard Red Eyes, it could be anything along those lines, and it is the card that you're normally going to send off your Red Eyes Insight as well, just to go ahead and guarantee that you have that option as well. And we're playing 2 of it because, well, I want to be able to do that multiple times in the duel, so we played 2 for that reason. Next, we also play obviously 3 Ash Blossom, just a standard hand trap. 1 Phalanx. I am playing the small Dragoonity package in this deck. It's the start of the Dragon Link engine, I know, but the reason we're playing it is because it's a free dragon monster and can basically guarantee us our Dragon Link plays at times, where we would go into like well, LP, Pisty, and all of that, but we don't really go into anything outside of the Red Eyes package other than like the Guard Dragons and then maybe a Link monster that would allow us to play all the Heavenly Spheres. So I feel like this card is justified in the deck, and you do kind of need it just to have that additional monster to guarantee that you can actually get into your Guard Dragon combo at times. So 1 Phalanx, 3 Black Metal Dragon. Now, I'm going to be honest, if this card didn't exist, I would have not enjoyed playing this deck as much as I did. Just due to the pure fact that this card is not a hard once per turn, just to search any Red Eyes card from your deck, be it the Red Eyes Insight, be it the Red Eyes Fusion, be it the Red Eyes Spirit, Chain, Alternative, Wyvern, Standard Red Eyes, Darkness Metal. This card really makes the deck insane. And in every duel I've played, every duel we open this card, along with an additional way to summon, nuts. This card is insane. This is a standard free of, and I would not play less than this card. This card is insane. It is your starter card, and you really, really do love it. 1 Blackstone of Legend. We're playing this just for the times where, well, we open it, we don't have any other way to summon. So you get to go ahead and summon like a Red Eyes by Dragon, Alternative, Meteor, just from the deck for free by tributing it. And then you can go ahead and recycle your Red Eyes as well, which is nice to just add it back to hand. Basically just a self-recycling engine, which can be pretty decent at times. We also play 3 Allure of Darkness, just a draw card. It basically comes up when we have a full hand of darks, or we have like 1 dark that we can't really use on its own, so we go ahead and allure, draw 2, hopefully get to like the Black Metal Dragon or something, and go from there. You also play 1 1-for-1, it's a 4th Black Metal Dragon, I don't need to explain it. 2 Red Eyes Fusion, because, well, it's searchable in the deck, you don't really need to play the 3rd. You've literally got 6 ways to search it via the 3 Black Metals and the 3 Red Eyes Insight, so you only really need to play 2. And we only played 2 Fusion monsters in the extra deck, so I only really wanted to play 2 of the card. 1 Monster Reborn, generic revival, really nice, makes life a bit easier. 3 Red Eyes Insight. This card is absolutely insane because it allows us to send 1 Red Eyes monster from our deck to the graveyard to go ahead and add any Red Eyes spell or trap card from our deck to our hand. This is not only a deck spinner, this is a Foolish Burial to go ahead and send the Red Eyes Wyvern to the graveyard to be able to have revivability. This allows us to search Red Eyes Spirit to be able to Monster Reborn, Red Eyes Chain to go ahead and have that interruption for our opponent, or even Red Eyes Fusion for those really dead hands where we can't really do anything. Red Eyes Insight is a guaranteed free up and is just an insane card overall, so it's just really nice. 3 World Legacy Guard Dragon makes the Guard Dragon package even easier, and if you open this with Black Metal Dragon, you're searching 5 times in 1 turn, and that is absolutely done. So we're playing 3 of it. 1 Dragoonity Lance for the Dragoonity engine, it's just there for that, and 1 Ravine as well, because if you do draw the Lance, or you draw just the Ravine in general, go ahead and send the Tempest, have a free Dragon summon, pretty good. We also play 3 Imperm just as an additional hand trap, pretty good card, it says negate, it's pretty good there too. 2 Red Eyes Spirit, because I found in this deck that having more revivability just guarantees that you're going to win further down the line. So being able to open up like maybe an insight, or be able to search like 1 of the insights or even 2 of the insights spirits is really, really nice, and I really do actually like the card. It's a really decent card. It's basically just revive anything, and majority of the times when you're searching cards, you're going to search 1 of this and then 1 of the Red Eyes Fang with Chain, to essentially guarantee that you have not only a way to steal cards from your opponent, but also to guarantee that you can have something like a revivability for your Dragoon, or a revivability for your Black Metal Dragon to go ahead and summon something from the grave on the next turn, or just a revivability for any of your Red Eyes monsters, which is really, really nice. But continuing on to the extra deck, we do play 1 Link Karibo, just because it's a continuous recyclability card where we can go ahead and get rid of the Black Metal Dragon to continuously search by tributing or linking into it. 1 LP, it's LP. 1 Striker Dragon. Now I know we're not playing any rockets in the deck, but this is pretty much just your starter card in the deck, so you can have 2 dragon monsters. So you go ahead and make the Striker Dragon with the Black Metal Dragon, and then you go ahead and just banish it to go ahead and summon the Red MD. It's basically that simple. You only need the 1, and you're not going to play more than 1. We also play the 1 Pisty, of course, to get in more summons and more searches with Black Metal Dragon. 2 Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. This card is just really good. It tributes itself and summons a dragon from the deck to get rid of cards on your opponent's board. It's really nice, and I would not play less than 2. 1 Verde Anaconda. If you open bad, if you open just a way to search a couple of cards with your Black Metal Dragon, this is going to be your go-to card, because you go into this, you make your Dragoon, and you pass. It's simple as that sometimes, and it can happen. 1 Romulus, because it's just really good. It gets your Dragoonity Lance, which gets you to the Phalanx, giving you the additional dragon to go into potentially more plays, or just guaranteeing you more deck fitting there too. 1 Triple Burst Dragon for those really weird hands where you go ahead and you can get to that 4th summon Well, you can get to the LP and into the Romulus, but the summon you summon cannot be into a PST because it would normally be a little higher. And you normally make this when you have the hand where you've opened the black metal, the alternative black metal dragon, without a way to summon until you actually get it off the black metal dragon. So it just comes up sometimes. You do play the one triple burst, one Appaloosa, it can happen at times. One Saruja Skull Dread, it can happen at times. One Borosaur Dragon for potential OTKs. One black metal dragon. If you've done a ton of damage and your opponent is on 500 life points, you summon the black metal dragon. You look at your opponent and you be like, yeah, so you die now because you're on 500, you try to use any effects, and you take 500 burn. It's also really nice because you can go ahead and detach a material to just go ahead and summon Red Eyes from the graveyard to have that additional monster too, which is kind of good there as well. One Dragoon, it's Dragoon. I don't need to explain Dragoon. And then finally, one Meteor Black Comet Dragon, because this card is actually really good. Not only is it just a really big beat stick, but when it's future summoned, you can go ahead and send any Red Eyes card from your deck to the graveyard to go ahead and deal half that monster's damage as effect damage. So just really good dealing attack as damage. And then also, if it's sent to the graveyard from the monster to the graveyard, so if you link it off or something along those lines, you can just go ahead and target a normal monster in your graveyard and get a very special summon. So if you've got like the Meteor Comet in your graveyard, you can Gemini summon it to protect your Red Eyes monsters. If you've got the Red Eyes in your graveyard, you just get a free summon there as well, which is really nice. And it has to be only one normal monster, so if you've even got Dark Magician in the grave still, you can go ahead and just summon Dark Magician and be like, yeah, we're truly the unity of Yugi and Joey. But that is pretty much the whole deck, guys. Like, I have really been testing this and really been enjoying testing this deck. It is a really, really fun deck to play. So now that we've gone through the deck profile and I've shown you guys the deck, the reasonings behind some of the cards, let's actually go ahead and go into some games now so you guys can see what the Red Eyes deck is capable of. So let's move over to the games. Alright guys, so first game, let's see what we're up against. Hopefully we win the rock, paper, scissors. We won the rock, paper, scissors. This is good for us, but let's see what we're up against. So we've opened not the best. This is pretty much just go ahead and Red Eyes Fusion and pass. That is generally this hand, and I know it sucks, but that's what it is. This is how it be sometimes, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We literally just go ahead, summon Dragoon, pass, see what happens. So our opponent, oh, he's playing Prank Kids. See, I'm fine with that because the only card that I actually need to negate is the first summon. If I negate the first summon, well, the first summon effect, then this is fine by me. But he does have the play, so he can chain block to an extent. So that will be a little bit of a hindrance, but I think I should be fine. So he's going to go ahead and summon his Roxy's. Roxy's effect is going to go ahead and do this. He's going to go chaining one Roxy's, chaining two place. If he doesn't, he actually just kind of loses. Because then I'll just Dragoon negate. He's not doing it? Okay, he made a big mistake. This person has made a very big mistake. Okay. And he's chaining a Pandemonium. You see, no, he really ruined himself. Like, I negate the Pandemonium, I go ahead and negate the Roxy's. Unless he has another Pandemonium, he loses. Like, he's put himself in a very bad position. And now I should be able to just... We drew the Tempest. The Tempest isn't really what we want. I can go ahead and burn him for 1,000. So that's what we do at first. Go ahead and do this. Burn him for 1,000. And this can attack directly? Or if this card... So I can go ahead and banish this and this. I can go ahead and banish the Wyvern and I can banish the Red Eyes. That is game. Yeah, so we go ahead and Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn the Dark Magician. Go ahead and summon that. Then we go ahead and activate Tempest. Banishing the Wyvern and the Red Eyes. Go ahead and summon that. And then we go Battle Phase. And we just attack for game. Yeah, like, he kind of put himself in a very hard position, and Dragoons it's just a really hard card to out sometimes, so it's not the biggest loss. It's kind of annoying for him, I'm sure, because obviously if he didn't activate the Pandemonium in the center column, he would have probably been fine. But that was the first game, and I'm going to be honest, that sometimes is what happens. You just open the Red Eyes Fusion, you open a ton of hand traps, so that's sometimes how the game goes, but that's just the first game. Let's go ahead and go on to the next game, though, and hopefully that game will be a little better. Hopefully we'll do a bit more than Dragoons. Right. Next game, let's see what we're up against. Rock, paper, scissors. Come on. We lost the rock, paper, scissors, but we opened one brick. But you know why it doesn't matter? We opened the guard dragon, and we're going first. Right, we're going full combo. Let's see what we can do. So we're gonna go black metal, black metal. We're just basically gonna go into the normal start for a dragon link combo, but then it will diverge slightly. So, oh no. Okay, that actually changes things. You know what? I'm gonna add the red eyes alternative. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna banish the red eyes black dragon. I'm gonna summon it. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna make Romulus. No, we're gonna make the Heavenly Spheres. And we're going to pass. He de-shifted me. That's just disappointing. Like, de-shifter is very disappointing. So he's gonna go ahead and activate Abomination's Prison. Alright. That's fine by me. Like, it does what it does. He's gonna go ahead and add Breaker. Alright. Interesting he chose to add Breaker. He's gonna set one. So he's trying to play around the Heavenly Spheres? No, he's gonna summon Adhara. Okay, so Adhara summons. This go. Ooh. Ooh. This gets a free summon from the deck. He's got the Aruha. We'll see what he does. So he's gonna get the free summon from the deck. He's probably gonna summon the 3K Speed Stick, I would assume. Like, summons the 3K Beat Stick, goes from there. Yeah, so he summons that. No, he didn't summon the 3K Beat Stick. Okay, so he's going to summon the Unchained Soul of Disaster. He's going to attempt to link away. I'm going to instantly chain. I'll go ahead and chain, attributing itself, obviously, and I'll return to hand. This doesn't. Does this special summon? It special summons it. But you know what? Why we're not going to go ahead and do... No, we want to put this back in the hand because then he wastes more resources. So we put this in the hand and also puts a brick in his hand. So we're going to go ahead and special summon from the deck, though. It'll have 0 attack and defense, which is the problem. Like, I guess I can go ahead... No, we're not summoning the red eyes. I'll just go ahead and summon in defense a black metal dragon. Because the black metal dragon, it's not going to go to graveyard. I'm not going to get a search, but... You'll go to 0 anyway, and a lot of the cards in the deck right now I'd rather keep in the deck, so I feel like it's fine doing this. So he's going to go ahead and attack with the Aruha. Aruha attacks, he kills the black metal's banished. Main phase 2, he's probably going to set a couple of traps. Like, he's got 2 cards that I don't know, which are... Like, he's got the Unchained Soul, and he's got the Raker. So he could always go ahead and have 2 trap cards in hand, which I don't know. Like, honestly, the D-Shifter just sucked so bad. It really did. Him going first, making me go first, makes sense now because he's playing the Dimension Shifter. But if I have the... If I draw... it really depends, actually. Like, because potentially I can still just ruin him. Like, go ahead and use the Guard Dragon, summon an elf, summon this, make the Link Ross, sorry, the Link Karibo. Go ahead and use those 2, summon the black metal from the deck. Like this, there are plays that can be done. It just really depends on what he has. So, let's see what he's got. Seems like he's thinking right now, debating on what he could potentially do. Because honestly, what I think he should do is go ahead and summon the Raker. No, because he's tribute set, so he can't summon the Raker. No, his only options are to either set some trap cards, or I can potentially just OTK him. Okay. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position. Okay, and we drew a really good card. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the World Guard Dragon, and we're going to target the Black Metal. Black Metal is going to be special summoned, and we're going to go ahead and link it into the Link Rebo. Alternative uses as we play it. So we're going to go ahead and use the Black Metal. Black Metal will go ahead and add from our deck to our hand. I feel like the Red Eyes Insight Spirit is the good one to add here, but we'll add it Insight. We'll then normal summon the Phalanx, because the Phalanx is the least usable card in our hand. And then we're going to go ahead and summon out the LP. summon the LP there. And we'll go ahead and use this, move this over, 1. And we'll use the LP. And we'll go ahead and special summon a black metal from the deck. What I'll then do is I can either go ahead and make the triple burst, or what I could do is make the Pisty. No, we have to make the triple burst, I'm pretty sure. No, I can make the Romulus actually. Romulus gets me the Search for the Dragon Ravine, then I can go ahead and get the free discard there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and do these. So we go Chilling 1 Blackmail, Chilling 2 Romulus. Romulus gets me the Dragon's Ravine. And then I'll go ahead and add to hand. I can add the red and D here, which isn't bad. Yeah, we'll add the red on D. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and special summon the alternative. Like so. We'll go ahead and activate Dragon's Ravine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to special Appaloosa. And the reason we're special summoning Appaloosa is because if he has an Nibiru or something in hand that could potentially stop me, this will prevent that from happening. So we're going to go ahead and link these into an Appaloosa. Going to go ahead and use the Ravine, discarding the Insight. We'll go ahead and send the Tempest, I think is the best play here. I could also send the Blackstone, but had I normal summoned? Special summon, yeah, we normal summon. So we're going to send the Tempest to the grave. Going to go ahead and use the Tempest effect, which will banish the Phalanx because it's irrelevant now, and a Black Mail because we only need 1. So let's summon out the Tempest. We'll then go ahead and banish the Tempest, special summon out the Red Eyes. Use the Red Eyes effect. I go and summon the Romulus, I think would be the best card to summon here. No, I can go ahead and summon the Black Mail. Yeah, we go ahead and summon the Black Mail. We go ahead and use... No, we don't use the Link Reaver. No point in using that. And we'll go ahead and make the Verte, because now what we've got is we've got Dragoon. So we go ahead and use the Black Metal again. Black Metal is going to go ahead and add from our deck to our hand pretty much anything. And our opponent is just as friended. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to make Dragoons. Dragoons was going to pop the Adhara. That would deal 1,500 points of damage. Then we have a total of 5,900 points of damage on board. But yeah. Anyway, but that was game 2. He's asking for a rematch. We're going to go into another game because I do need to film one more before the end of this episode. But that was a good game, I would say. Like, the Dimension Shifter was hard to beat, but I feel like it was a good game overall. So that was game 2. Let's go ahead and go into the final game that we're going to play, and then we'll call that a video. Last game. Let's see what we're up against. We go rock, he goes rock. We go paper, he goes paper. We go scissors, he goes rock. So we lost to rock, paper, scissors. Alright. Let's see what we draw, though. And we've basically drawn everything we could possibly want to be able to play the game. So... Oh. Okay. So we're up against Megaliths? Interesting. So... He reveals Talismandra, summons Candle. Candle's going to give him a free search for a ritual spell. Search the incantation ritual spell. Alright. Uses the incantation ritual spell. What's he going to ritual summon? Probably the Megalith? Yeah. I'm curious on the end board this is going to make. Because I don't really know what this deck's end board potential is. Outside of obviously a ritual summon during my turn, which leads into a pop. So, where will this go? So he goes ahead and tributes the... incantation to summon another Candle from the deck? Or was that from the grave? Is there a Candle in the grave? No, he summons it from the deck. Alright, so he goes ahead and contributes that to summon the Ouch, or the Ouch, which will allow him to draw one and discard one. No. Yeah, Ouch draws one, discards one. Now he's going to ritual summon from the hand again, and he summons Feel, or Fool. So this is the one that allows him to ritual from the deck, and also adds a ritual from the grave to hand. So he makes it level 4. Ritual summons to potentially summon the level 4 from the deck, I guess, or taps from level 8. Okay, so he just ended on a pop. Like, that's not a threat. Like, it's really not a threat. I guess I'll start with Allure to try and bait out an Ash. So, Allure draws 2. I'll just banish the Red Eyes. Drawing the Monster Reborn's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and normal summon the Black Metal. And we'll basically just try to force out, I guess. So start with the Striker Dragon. Go ahead and use the Black Metal. Black Metal triggers, goes ahead and searches the Red MD. Then we'll go ahead and special the Red MD. Summoning out. Go ahead and use the Red MD. Red MD will summon the Black Metal back. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and make Romulus using these two. So we go ahead and trigger the Black Metal as chaining 1 and the Romulus is chaining 2. Okay. Romulus triggers, searches the Lance, and then the Black Metal triggers, and we can search pretty much anything we want here. We're going to go ahead and search a Spirit, just so we can have it in hand and have the basically steal a monster for our opponent's turn. We're then going to go ahead and activate the Lance, equip it to the Romulus. Then we're going to use the Lance, and the Lance will go ahead and equip from the deck. Go ahead and equip the Phalanx, and then we'll go ahead and special summon the Phalanx. Alright. We'll go ahead and link into a LP. No, we are not going to use this effect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the Black Metal, sorry, the alternative to tribute the Wyvern. Special summon out the alternative. And then we'll go ahead and special summon the Triple Burst. I'll then use the LP effect, which will give me a free special summon. I feel like he should have used the Fill by now. He's using it now. And because we've got the Ash, I'm just going to say no. Because I don't want him ritual summoning from the deck, so I'm just going to stop that. And we're going to go ahead and special summon another Black Metal. We'll go ahead and then link into a Pisty. No, we'll link into a Saruja. So we'll go into Saruja. Then we'll go into a Pisty. Black Metal will trigger, giving us a free search. We'll go ahead and search. It really doesn't matter what we search because we're going to Monster Reborn anyway. So I guess I'll go ahead and search another alternative. And then we're going to go ahead and use the Pisty. And we're going to summon back the Black Metal again. Saruja will trigger again. And just so we can, we're going to go ahead and link these two. Because we're not going for game at this point. We're just trying to build a board. And we'll go ahead and make the... Go ahead and make the Link Karibo. Get out of the way. Black Metal will trigger. We'll search Red Eye's Insight. And we'll go ahead and use the Monster Reborn. Doesn't really matter what I special back. I'm just going to summon the Black Metal again. Because, like, 3 searches, man. 3 searches. So many searches. And we're going to go ahead and obviously summon out the Verte. Using these two. And Black Metal will trigger because it's Black Metal. We'll go ahead and search another alternative. And what we do finally is we're going to go ahead and use the Verte. Fusion. Summon Dragoons using the Red Eyes and Dark Magician. Summon the Dragoons over here. Then we'll just go ahead and use the Dragoons, which will go ahead and destroy the Candle. Go ahead and destroy the Fool. And then I'll just attack for 35. And yeah, we did it. We made a pretty good board. So we go main phase 2. Go ahead and set this. Go ahead and use this so we can get the additional summon. So we'll go ahead and send another Wyvern to the grave. So we'll get another Spirit. Just free summons, man. Free summons. And we'll go ahead and set the chain. Go ahead and set the Spirit. And we'll go ahead and pass turn. Not bad if I do say so myself. So pretty much what we've got on lock is we've got the Dragoon. We've got a Compulse. We've got a free monster still because of the Red Eyes Spirit to summon a Red Eyes monster. And yeah, so literally I don't think there was anything that our opponent could do to out this board. Like the Spheres is a Compulse. We've got the Dragoons, which is just a free negate. We've got a monster still in the form of fiendish Red Eyes Chain. So it's like, I feel like we made a board that our opponent just couldn't break. But anyway, guys, that is the video, though. Tell me what your thoughts are on this Red Eyes deck in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, because honestly, I really do love Red Eyes. For the first time actually properly trying to build something, testing it, trying it out, figuring out a ratio that was actually just really, really insane and really cool, I couldn't believe how well this turned out. And for a fun deck that I didn't expect to be broken, and as people may say, Dragoon's in it, so it's not a fun deck, but guys, it's Red Eyes. It's the one of the 2 decks in this game that Dragoon is allowed in and not to be called busted or not to be called degenerate or anything like that, because it's literally made to be in Red Eyes and Dark Magician. So I don't care what anyone says, this is a fun deck. But guys, tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section below. You voted for this deck. You obviously wanted to see it. This is the build that I came up with, and I really think it's a pretty good build. It's something that could potentially top maybe a regionals if you get the ratios right. There's like still a few changes that could be possibly made from obviously these games that I've realized throughout the games, but nonetheless, I feel like this is a really good deck. I feel like this is a really fun deck, and I hope you did enjoy. But guys, that's all I have to say for this video. If there's any decks that you want to see on Duels' deck profiles, please say them in the comment section below, and they might make it into a future poll. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Robot1 signing out, and you got a little cameo of Seb in the background too, along with Charmander. Later all.